Good morning. This is Gerald coming to you about my VSG journey thus far. I am approximately, let me see, 7, 14, 21, 28, about 4 weeks. I cannot believe it. I am 4 weeks post-op at this point. This is another short sort of update video. There's not a whole lot to update. Obviously, those of us who are going through this, we have phases that we go through in terms of what we can eat, how much we should eat, how much we should drink, caloric intake, all of those fun things. But today's video, I want to just sort of give you a quick update as to where I am now in terms of health. I am in what you call a weight losing stall, it almost feels like, because my weight is hovering between 243 to 244, and it keeps shifting. So I'm not 100% certain where my phone is doing this little gradual slide thing because I don't have it actually on its tripod. But at any rate, so that's where I am in terms of weight, but there are lots of non-scale victories right now that I'm really excited about. The biggest of those being my blood pressure and my blood sugars. They have been optimal since my surgery. I am losing a lot of inches. The clothes that used to be really tight on me, this shirt here that I actually have on, used to be like this on me. It is now like this in a matter of just 4 weeks. I'm blown away by this process. The other thing I wanted to quickly touch base with you on, let me get this really quickly, is sort of my morning routine. Every morning I get up, I do weigh myself each morning, and I do it not because I'm like, oh my God, I got to see if I've lost weight. That's actually tertiary. It's like the third thing on my list of things that I'm thinking about. I keep track of a couple of things, and this is more so when I go see my doctor. I have a pretty accurate record of a couple of things. One, my blood glucose levels daily. 2, my blood pressure daily. 3, my heart rate daily when I wake up in the morning. And 4, my weight daily over a period of a month. So when I go for my 30-day post-op visit with the surgeon, I will have those stats. When I go visit my doctor, my general practitioner, my main doctor, she will also have that information that I can share with her and have a nice idea. So when they look at my labs, look at my A1C and all of those things, the hope is that they will say, I do not have to restart my blood pressure or my diabetes medication because for an entire month, my blood sugars, and blood pressure have been in absolute optimal levels. So that's big non-scale victories for me. That's more important than seeing that I lost 0.5 pounds or a pound or 2 pounds, because within a week's time, this phone is really starting to irritate me. Within a week's time, I know that I've lost weight, but even more than that, or more significant than that, is I know that my health stats are dramatically improved. And that's what I'm really focused on. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about when I say my routine in the morning, so I take all of those vitals that I just shared with you, but then I also make sure that I drink my water, and then there's some medication I do need to take. I do have to take omeprazole, I guess is how you pronounce it, daily. And this here, I only need to take for the first 4 months. It's a medication that's going to help with the healing process after surgery. I am still taking my low dose 81 milligram aspirin that my doctor had me on. So I still continue to take those. But then the other important things, so that's sort of the medication side, which is nothing compared to the 6 or 7 medications I used to have to take. And really, this omeprazole being only for 4 months, and it has something specifically to do with helping my stomach heal. That's huge, because once that 4-month period is over, I'm off of that. So the only thing at this point that I will see myself taking is this. I'm not having to take Victoza. I'm not having to take metformin. I'm not having to take Astervatin or any of those other medications that I usually take, like every single day. Then my vitamins. I take the B12, and I use berry melts for obvious reasons. They dissolve in your mouth fairly easily. I actually just kind of chew them, but anyway, they do dissolve in your mouth. So when you're in the earlier stages, when you first start your vitamins, that's really helpful, because it helps you not have to deal with that sense of being full, filling up the pouch and whatnot. So I do take my B12. I also take my multivitamin in the morning. So in the morning, multivitamin with iron, I do take. And then after that, I take my B12, my aspirin, and then my omeprazole. I take that. That's my morning routine, my vitamins, minerals, and the medication I'm supposed to take. Now, later in the afternoon, because you can't take your multivitamin with iron and then turn around and take a calcium tablet or vitamin. You really can't take that. So you have to keep those separate for at least, I think, 2 to 4 hours or greater. So I usually take my calcium chews, which are really, actually, it tastes like candy. But anyway, I take my calcium chew, and that I take in the afternoon. And that's all I take. So I don't have to worry about anything in the evening or in the afternoon or any of that stuff in between. So those things really do help. But that's my morning routine in terms of what I have to do every day. I'm very, very happy with the results of my surgery. I think Dr. Elian did a phenomenal job, and his team. I am an opera singer, so I was really, really worried about them tubing me, obviously, for the surgery, for the anesthesia. And they were just so wonderful. They took great care. They used a much smaller tube than they typically would use to keep any kind of abrasion down when they're going in through my vocal folds. So that really, really made me much more comfortable. I still am not obviously singing because when you have major surgery on your abdominal area and you're poking and digging and cutting and all of that stuff, it takes time for that stuff to heal, even beyond the actual surgery of the stomach, just all the moving and stuff that happens in there and the stuff that occurs. So I'm not singing, but I have no issues. Like during Christmas time, I was singing the Christmas carols along with the congregation, and I didn't have any issues, no pain, no discomfort, nothing like that. I didn't push it. So those kinds of things are great. But I'm looking forward to May when I have my first return to singing professionally. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully by February, early March, I can start getting the voice back in shape for a May performance. That's going to be really exciting. But besides all of that, that is it, my friends. I hope you found this helpful. Remember to talk to your own doctors and your own dietitians to get guidance on specifically what vitamins and things that you need to take. We watch these YouTube videos to kind of get informed about certain things, but please, by no means, these folks that are on YouTube, including myself, none of us are medical professionals that should be diagnosing medications and whatnot for anyone. So this is just me sharing what I am doing in terms of my regimen, so you at least have an idea. So when you're looking at specific vitamins and things and you're following your doctor's or dietitian's information sheet, and I tell everyone, and this is something that I don't hear a lot in some of these other videos, they talk about their experience, but they don't encourage people to go back to the materials that their particular medical facility gave them to follow and ask those questions of your medical team to make certain that you are following the regimen accordingly. Because you don't want to do something or take something that is going to have an ill effect on you. So just be mindful of that. And that's why I'm saying this very clearly, articulately, as articulately as I can, because I don't want anybody to make that mistake. So once again, Happy New Year to you all. And let's make 2023, for those of us who are starting this process, or those of us who are in this process, or those of us who are on the other side and they're maintaining, let's make this even a better year of health and excitement and joy, and live every moment to its fullest. Be blessed, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.